Welcome to Wrocław. I'm Eva Zubek and I'm so excited to be here with you today because Wrocław is my hometown and I believe one of the most underrated cities in all of Poland. As you can probably see behind me, we've got the Christmas market happening here right now, and I promise we will come back here later on in the episode. But first, I want to show you what you can get up to in Wrocław year-round, anytime you come here. I'm so excited. This is DW Travel in Wrocław. Before we begin our tour of Wrocław, I'd like to introduce you to the city's honorary residents. These are gnomes. We call them krasnale. And legend has it that they arrived in the city to play tricks on the local population.
The real story of Wrocław's famous gnomes is a story of political resistance. Back in the Soviet era, an anti-communist movement known as the Orange Alternative started painting images of dwarves on the city's walls. The dwarves symbolized a peaceful protest, but because the nature of the visuals was so absurd and ridiculous, the government didn't dare arrest any of the movement's members lest they become a laughingstock. Though the communist times are long gone, the gnomes remain and have in fact truly cemented their presence on the city streets.
There are so many gnomes all across Wrocław and they all have their own personalities and jobs. You can always find one that you relate to. This here is my spirit animal. This guy is called Arcik the Traveler and he is a renowned world traveler. Apparently, he's been to the desert, he's been to the Arctic, and he's just about to set off on his next journey. So I feel like we could be friends in another life if only he weren't a tiny little bronze sculpture. Anyway, safe travels, Arcik. See you on the other side of the world.
But gnomes aren't the only residents of Wrocław. The capital of Lower Silesia, this is the third largest city in Poland and a busy university town. Within Poland, Wrocław is known for hosting various cultural festivals and events, and it's home to several UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
If you don't have a drone, but you want to see a beautiful panoramic view of the old town square, I know just the place. Finally made it. Now imagine being here on this bridge back in the 15th century when it was originally built. You've already met some of Wrocław's famous gnomes. These girls here are witches, and they are here because of a legend that surrounds this bridge. According to one of the legends, the souls of lazy, vain maidens wander this bridge, sweeping it for all eternity as a punishment for their lazy ways.
Standing on the Bridge of Penitence, you'll probably be able to appreciate Wrocław's strategic location in the region. And thanks to its location, the city has a very long and complex history. The first recorded settlements here date back to the 6th century. Since then, Wrocław was part of many empires, changing hands with the tides of history. This city has been ruled by the Kingdom of Poland, the Kingdom of Hungary, the Kingdom of Bohemia, the Habsburg Empire, the Kingdom of Prussia, and Germany. And then it was returned to Poland after World War II. Fun fact, that's when my family moved to the region from Lviv.
So one of my favorite things about being in Poland is all the fresh produce that you can get here. And this market hall called Hala Targowa is one of the last remaining market halls in Poland. We used to get all of our produce from places like this once upon a time. But, you know, out here, you can still get a taste for that old Poland with a bit of a hipster, gentrified touch.
This market hall is a true melting pot. On the one hand, this is where you can come for homemade bread, locally grown veggies, and mushrooms straight from the forest.
Check these out. These are little cows. Don't worry, they have nothing to do with actual cows. That's just what we call them in Polish. Krówki are the traditional Polish fudge candy, and I remember having these as a kid, and honestly, I kind of miss them. So there's all kinds of flavors here, but I think I'm just gonna go for the original milk fudge. Dziękuję, do widzenia. So fudgy. Oh my god, this tastes just like my childhood.
But there's so much more here. Teas from around the world, endless spices, and cheeses and meats from all across Europe. Even if you don't end up buying anything, the Wrocław Market Hall has such a cool atmosphere, it's worth even the quickest of visits. As for me, it's time to have lunch at a restaurant that aims to recreate Wrocław's old-school traditional dishes. This is Julia. She is a local guide specializing in food tours, and today she will share with us some of her knowledge about Wrocław's distinctive cuisine.
After the war, people from all around Poland came here to live here, because before the war it used to be a German city. So when the Germans left and moved to Germany, somebody had to come here. So people, for example, from East Poland was coming here, and they brought their culture, their recipes. So we have a lot of different influences from east of Poland, from Germany. So this is the nice, interesting mixture.
Okay, very cool. And what do we have here?
Here we have a pre-war Wrocławian recipe. This is herring tartar, sour in taste because of citrus juice it was marinated in. And it is served with egg, with bacon, pickles, onion, sour red cabbage. So this is something typically from here.
And for veggies, we've got...
Yes, this is smoked cheese with cranberry jam. It's not typically associated with Wrocław. We connect this dish with the mountain part of Poland.
The starters quickly ended up in our bellies, and next it was time for soup.
So now we will try barszcz. Barszcz is made from fermented beets, and it is traditionally served during Christmas Eve.
Oh, this is perfect. It's spicy and sour.
And sweet.
Yes, it's just everything, all the things. So what do we have here? I mean, this I know. These are pierogi. Most traditional food, most beloved food. And really, if you know anything about Polish cuisine, you'll probably know pierogi, right?
Yes, pierogi, Polish dumplings.
If you know any Polish people, ask them, where can I get the best pierogi in the world? And I guarantee, I know exactly what they'll tell you. At my grandma's.
This looks a little bit more elaborate. I've never come across this dish.
Yes, this dish is called Śląskie Niebo, Silesian Heaven. This is pork meat with the bacon, served with sauce made from boiled dry fruits like dry plums, apricots, apples. And this is served with Wrocławian dumplings. These are plain dumplings made with potatoes and small pieces of toasted bread.
So, in Poland we have this stereotype that there's a lot of vodka out here and that a lot of us like to have it.
In old times, vodka was served to spirits of the ancestors during All Saints' Days.
Really?
So yes, we have a lot of traditions with vodka. So
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So it's not just a drink, it's a part of our culture.
yes, we hit our glasses and we say na zdrowie, which means we wish each other good health.
Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
Wait, do I drink the whole thing in one go?
As you wish.
I know. I still have a lot to shoot today.
Delicious, right?
Wow. That is powerful.
Before leaving with my belly very full and happy, I got a chance to quiz the restaurant owner about his favorite spots to visit in Wrocław.
A z takich ulubionych miejsc pana w Wrocławiu? To
Na pewno, jeżeli już to Ostrów Tumski, to jest moje takie ulubione miejsce. I oczywiście rynek wrocławski, który żyje całą noc, więc można się zabawić, można w atmosferze.
Super, no to właśnie idziemy na Ostrów Tumski, więc odwiedzimy pana ulubione miejsce.
Dziękuję pięknie.
Dzięki wielkie.
Well, here it is, Ostrów Tumski. This is the oldest part of Wrocław, and it was already inhabited in the 10th century, over 1,000 years ago. Back in the medieval times, this former island belonged to the church, and according to the church's law, all visitors, including royalty, had to remove their head coverings before entering Ostrów Tumski. This tradition is no more, but there is one other that's still very much alive.
Here has probably one of the most enigmatic jobs still around in the world. His job is to light up these ancient, old school gas lamps every single night here in the center of Wrocław.
Wrocław's lamplighter makes the rounds of Ostrów Tumski every sundown to turn on the manual gas lamps and once again at sunrise to turn them back off. There are only 3 cities in Europe that hold on to this lamplighter tradition, and Wrocław is one of them.
Can you imagine having this kind of job where every time you go to work, there's a crowd of people following you and filming you and taking photos of you?
It goes to show just how special a role the lamplighter plays in the city's tradition.
Okay, you guys, we are finally back at the Christmas market here in Wrocław's Old Town. And if you're into crafts and arts and local food, this is basically Disneyland. Let's go.
The Christmas market in Wrocław is the perfect place to try delicious local food and drink, stock up on Christmas decorations and gifts, or simply soak up the festive atmosphere.
I love Christmas markets because they really make me feel like a child again. So exciting! Przepyszne.
To jest czarna porzeczka. Potrójnie medalista światowy, ma 3 złote medale i jest numer 1 na świecie od 3 lat.
There's one last place I really want to show you, and this is a place that not everybody knows about. In order to get there, you have to go through this dark and creepy gate, but I promise it's worth it in the end. Let's go.
This here is Neon Side Gallery, a quirky collection of authentic vintage neons gathered here by a private enthusiast.
Look, I may be biased because Wrocław is my hometown, but I really do believe that this city is one of Poland's hidden gems. It may not have the glitz and glamour of Warsaw or the fame of Kraków, but truly, even in some of its darkest, creepiest corners, you can find beautiful places like this. So if you get a chance to visit, come and have a look for yourself. And if you've ever been to Wrocław, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. All right, I guess I'll see you in the next episode.